Hey yo, what's up? It's your boy HipHopGamer. Welcome to Shots Fired. Check this out. I'm gonna shut everything down right now. Alright? You see the title of this joint, right? NBA Live 13, new news. We got more news for you. And the reason why I got more news is because what's not being said, alright? Now I've been looking at a lot of videos, right? And you know, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of people that came to E3, right? And you know, it was cool, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people came to E3, you know, had a good time. My bad, I need more quiet so y'all can hear me and feel me on this, alright? So check this out. Now, there's a lot of people that got a chance to see NBA Live 13, right? Now keep in mind it was pre-alpha, but there's so many videos I'm seeing where people are saying, oh, it look horrible, or it's whack, or it's this, or it's that. See, that's the difference between a gamer that's just a gamer and a gamer that's also part of the press, but still a gamer first. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to separate the two, because there's a certain professionalism you gotta have. You know what I'm saying? When you're covering games, you just can't see a game and be like, oh, it don't look all of that, oh, blah, blah, and then just write it off. You know what I'm saying? That's not the case. You feel me? So here's the deal, all right? And I'm gonna just lay it off for you right now, because this ain't gonna be real long. So we're gonna start out with this first, okay? Team Synergy plays display. Now, I'm not sure if you guys saw this in any other video, but I'm gonna let you know because I'm HipHopGamer. This is how I get down. So they did an amazing demonstration, right? An amazing demonstration on Team Synergy. Now, this is what they did, and I'm pretty sure this is the place you're gonna hear this first. So it was, I think it was Chicago Bulls versus San Antonio, right? Now this was, you know, like it was 3 months apart. I don't know which date it was, but they showed two plays that was 3 months apart. Okay, so the Bulls played the Spurs, right? So at the end of the game, it's like a second left on the clock. End of the game, right? So what happened is the Bulls was running a certain backdoor play, and they ran this play because it was an easy play to get them an easy layup at the end of the game so they could get the win. So they ran the play, they got the ball, got the win, cool. 3 months later, they ran the same play, right, against another team. But what do teams do? They study each other. You feel me? They study each other to learn what people do in certain times and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? To help you better for these situations, because you kind of know they're going to run it, you know, at the end of the game, because that's what a certain coach is used to doing. You feel me? So the second time they ran the same exact play, but because the team learned what they do when it's like a second or 2 seconds left at the end of a game, they stopped the backdoor. You hear me? This is all real life. They stopped the backdoor play. And when they stopped the backdoor play, you know, Derrick Rose had to go up for the shot. Now, even though that wasn't the main option, Derrick Rose was the second option. He was open, hit the shot, hit the game winner. Now, I said all that to say is that everything that I just explained that happened in real life is in NBA Live 13. It's in NBA Live 13. And you know what? This is the first time that has ever been in a basketball game, let alone a sports game, where you got Team Synergy. Now, before in Live, you had Dynamic DNA, and they got DNA based off people. You see what I'm saying? Based off like the people that you're going to encounter and stuff like that. So I give you an example. LeBron James, his DNA is a certain way throughout the entire league. You know, Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant. They did it individually before. Now they're taking it to the next level and making it a team thing, not only an individual thing. So as a team, you grow, you learn, you get that synergy. And the synergy that I'm talking about is updated in NBA Live 13 on a regular basis, so that teams could really adjust to what's going on according to their real life counterpart. You see what I'm saying? That's something that I haven't seen nobody talk about, nobody mention. NBA Live 13 is a beast. Believe it or not, it's a beast. And that one aspect alone makes it that much more realistic. Okay? Now that I said all of that, I want to run a clip for you. Alright? Now, I love 2K. I've been rocking 2K since Dreamcast, since Allen Iverson was on the front cover. You feel me? I play 2K. I play games. You feel me? But I'm gonna say this. This is coming from the vice president of marketing, if I'm not mistaken. And I want you to listen to what he said. Let's roll the clip.
What is the feedback, real quickly, from the fans that you got regarding last year's game? Because I mean, it reviewed very well, but what was the one thing that they wanted to see?
I think more of the same is the truth. Yeah, I mean, we had.
Boom, you heard that, right? Now, my man Dan Kaiser from Game Trailers, my man Dan Kaiser, he said, yo, real talk, like, what has been the feedback from fans in terms of what they want to see with NBA 2K13 and stuff like that? His answer was what? More of the same. That was his answer. This is the vice president of marketing. That was his answer. More of the same. Okay? So my thing is, 2K, out of their own mouth, they said they're going to give fans more of the same. When NBA Live 13 is giving you something you never had before, and there's people walking around still shit talking it. Shots fired! You feel me? So that's the first point I want to make. Now, the next point I want to make, and this is some real stuff, is pivoting. Now, the thing that's so hot about this is the actual way you pivot. Now, when you got the ball, right, and you like this, boom, boom, you know, you're doing your pivoting, right? When you're defending someone that's pivoting, you moving your feet too, because you're trying to beat him to the spot just in case he tries to drive to get the first step on you, right? So in NBA Live 13, when they're pivoting and stuff like that, if they do a jab step real quick and you like slightly get off balance in the video game, I can blow past you. Now, if you notice, you know, in a lot of in live before, and if you look at 2K, if you try to pivot and try to break somebody, the moment you go past them, a lot of times they reach out and automatically get back in front of you. You know what I'm saying? So it defeats the whole purpose of doing pivoting if the computerized player is going to still always automatically end up in front of you. You're not blowing past nobody. And if that's the case, what's the use of having stats if the actual animation in the game is going to destroy the actual stats of a player in terms of speed and you know, recognition and movement and handle and things like that? You see what I'm saying? But nobody is talking about this. You know what I'm saying? And it bothers me because I understand that live, when they showed it, it was in pre-alpha, but there was so much amazing stuff they showed in that demonstration that nobody's talking about. How can you call yourself a real gamer or even a journalist? I mean, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? EA Sports is in the game. Trust me right now. So the next thing I want to say is this, right? In terms of pivoting. Now, when you do pivot and you go past him or whatever, and you do all these other moves, it creates realistic space that you would see in a real basketball game. So pivoting is a major aspect, and I felt that was very incredible and definitely worth speaking about. So the next thing I want to talk about is spacing, right? Now, in terms of spacing, let's say you're in a post, right? Now, if you look at 2K, right, and if you look at previous lives, when you're in a post and you post somebody, you guys is glued together. You're glued together. It's like, you know what I'm saying? The only time you get off your person, if you spit off them or whatever, that's cool. But when you battling in the hole, when you battling, it's like there's contact. So when there's contact, there's separation. When there's contact, there's separation. You don't, like, you know what I'm saying? That's not real. So many basketball games, you know, always had that glued to you when it comes to posting. And that's just not real. So they showed a demo presentation at the actual Live 13, you know, event that we was looking at E3, where they have Kevin Durant and LeBron James. LeBron James is like this, right? Kevin Durant is like this. Kevin Durant is backing him a little bit. Kevin Durant gives him a little bump, like boom, gave him a little bump, created space, bow, shot. LeBron couldn't block the shot because there was space created. So by the time LeBron tried to get back, it was like, and he was already in the air. You know how long Kevin Durant is, you know what I'm saying? He's mad lanky. So imagine playing a game that has that realistic element in it where you create that realistic space and go up for the shot. It'll change your whole mind about what you can do on the court because of what's implemented in the game. You see what I'm saying? Now, let's do a role reversal in terms of LeBron James and LeBron James posting up, and what's the dude from the Bulls? The big tall dude, I can't remember his name, but he got the ponytail. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so they did a demonstration where you used to have LeBron James in the post, right? Now this right here is phenomenal. So LeBron James, shots fired. Just had to say that again. So LeBron James, right? He got the ball. Now when he get the ball, you can control this. You can put your hand up. You can look, and when you shake like this, you control all of it. It's all about control and player movement. So when you get the ball, you can hold it up like this. You can look around. You know what I'm saying? You could fake a little bit and stuff like that. Pass it to somebody. You can do all this stuff from the post. You feel me? It's the whole new gameplay from the post, kid. And then from there, when you get it, right? Let's say your controller will start vibrating if whoever is defending you, if they leaning on you too much and stuff like that, your controller start vibrating. So when your controller vibrating, if it vibrates real hard, then it'll kind of let you know that you can spin off this person. So they did a demonstration where they had to do on LeBron James like this. LeBron James spit off him. When he spit, the dude went like this, like, cause he was leaning on him, son. They did that. Like, they showed a live demonstration on how the gameplay is gonna be. Like that. That's not in no game ever. Ever. You see what I'm talking about? Then what happened is, if you I'm not sure if you remember seeing this, but in the playoffs, Miami, I think against Boston, I think Dwayne Wade was trying to back down Rondo, and Rondo just went like this and just let Dwayne Wade fall on the floor, causing a turnover. You see what I'm saying? You can do that now in Live 13. You can do that. You could be like this and let Duke fall back. Just like that. Because of the pressure. And you get the sensitivity from the vibration in the controller. So I just said all this to say is that when they show Live 13, they showed, like, not a full game, but they were showing some of the gameplay. They had bad frame rate problems. You know, the graphics, like, character model wise, look good. Environment, stadium wise, it looked bad. You know what I'm saying? It didn't look all that great because it was in pre-alpha. But the things that they're doing and the presentations that they showed and what's implemented into the game is phenomenal. And my thing is, so many people like to talk bad about something and just focus on that. You gotta be balanced. I just told you that what they showed in terms of just raw gameplay, like playing on the court and stuff like that, graphically, it didn't look that good. In terms of the actual stadium, the environment, the people, it didn't look that good. The character models, when they zoomed in, looked fantastic though. It was crazy. It was imbalanced. You know what I'm saying? It's not done. It's not polished yet. You feel me? That's like walking into a room that's not fully painted yet. You know, one wall may be done, but the rest of the wall is looking bad. Like, you got to give it time. Alright? So I just wanted to say that to give you guys some new details that I don't see nobody else talking about, or at least talking about it with the energy and passion that I talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So NBA Live 13, EA Sports is in the game. October, you're going to see what's up. Alright? It's crazy. So while you getting all this new shit with Live 13, just remember what the vice president of marketing said over at 2K. Because the fans want more of the same. And he said it himself. Now, am I getting 2K this year? Hell yeah, because I support 2K. Shout out to Ronnie 2K. Those are my peoples. I love the games. I love games, man. I play it all. But as a journalist and from a professional standpoint, you got to be fair on both sides. You feel me? Both games look great. Both games are going to be hot. But don't just... Live went away for a reason. And it's coming back for a reason. And everything I just said, when you see it and experience, I guarantee you, you're going to know what's up. You're going to know the difference. And you're going to be standing online getting that joint. One love and God bless. It's your boy HipHopGamer, gangster, #1 journalist. Holla at your boy. We out.